Hello everyone, this is MJ and you are at my channel called Reading This Life. My channel is all about fiction, friends, and fun. Today is Tuesday, and what do we do in the Booktube world on Tuesday? Chances are we're going to do a tag. Today, I am going to do the Count With Me from 1 to 10 tag. And remember, before we get started, to like this video, comment down below, let me know, do you still enjoy tags? I love a good tag because not only do I get to tag my friends, but I get to see my friends do tags and learn a little bit about them, and I just love that. We love books, but tags are fun too. Are you sick of tags? Let me know in the comment section down below. I try to do one every other week. I try not to do one every week. Did I do one last week? I'm not even sure. Okay. So, I was graciously tagged by the lovely Romeo Talks Books. His channel is fantastic. He really is a gem. If you don't know who I'm talking about, please check out his channel. I will link it below. So thank you so much for the tag, Michael, and I am excited to do this one. So the first prompt, there are 10 prompts to this, 1 through 10. So number 1 is the first book in a series. I chose... How many books are in a series? I chose A Psalm for the Wild Bill. This is by Becky Chambers. This is number 1 of the Monk and Robot book. Number 2 was released over the summer. I have that up here in my, I'm going to read it before the end of the year pile. But this really is just the sweetest book. I fell in love with it. It is short. Becky Chambers is a sci-fi writer. And really just fantastic. It's only 150 pages long, like you can knock this out in a day. But the story stays with you. I don't know why. Maybe because it's endearing, maybe because it's cute, maybe because there's a little bit of philosophy thrown in there as well. But it really is good. If you are hesitant about reading sci-fi, contemporary sci-fi, or if you would like to read something but aren't really sure where to start, this is a really sweet book to get started with. So I'll read you the blurb. It's been centuries since the robots of Panga gained self-awareness and laid down their tools. So the AI became self-aware. Centuries since they wandered en masse into the wilderness, never to be seen again. So all of the robots went into the wilderness to say goodbye to humans. One day, the life of a tea monk is upended by the arrival of a robot there to honor the old promise of checking in. The robot is checking in with the humans to see if they need anything. The robot has one question: what do people need? But the answer to that question depends on who you ask and how. They're going to need to ask it a lot. It is just the sweetest book. I highly recommend it. This was on one of my best books of last year. And this is number 1 in a series because number 2 came out over the summer. And I hope there's going to be a number 3. Question number 2. 2 or more copies of the same book. I have 4 copies of Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman. I do. And I have 2 copies of the illustrated version. This is Neil Gaiman, illustrated by Chris Riddle, because these are signed. And the reason why I have 2 copies of these is because my best friend got it for herself, not realizing that I was going to get it for her for Christmas, so I have an extra copy. So what I decided to do was hold on to it, wait until my channel hits 1,000 subscribers, and I'm going to give it away to one of you. And it's open and international, so, you know, shipping's not going to be an issue or anything like that. And here is the signature. And there you go. So once my channel hits 1,000 subscribers, I will do a post and do a random drawing from that post for any subscriber that is interested in winning. And that is a great prize. So I have multiple copies of Neverwhere. That's my answer to prompt number 2. Next prompt is 3 colors on a cover. This was handy, so I picked it. This is Upgrade by Blake Crouch. 3 colors: black, royal blue, and silver. I read this earlier in the year when it came out in July. I'm a fan of Blake Crouch. This is probably my second favorite of his next to Dark Matter. Love Dark Matter. Thoroughly enjoyed this. Got a little science-y in there, but really, really read like a thriller. Yeah, really enjoyed it. I think I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, maybe. There were some holes with the plot, but thoroughly entertained. So Logan Ramsey is the main character, and basically he's been targeted to have his DNA modified. So he is getting bigger, faster, stronger, more intelligent, able to do things with his mind. There's a lot going on. Again, if you like science fiction, if you never picked up Blake Crouch, contemporary sci-fi writer, pick him up. You might enjoy him. And it makes for a fast read. I think I blew through this in like 3 days, which is fast for me. The next prompt is 4 or more perspectives. Now, I read this book in March. This is The Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley. So there are multiple characters. We have a family that lives in the apartment building. There is a sister that comes to see her brother. Her brother's kind of missing. There's not a housekeeper, but a groundskeeper. There's friends of theirs. There's all different perspectives coming in, and each chapter is based on one of those perspectives, which is actually pretty cool. So that's my answer for question number 4. Multiple perspectives. The Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley. It was a fun read. I'm not doing a deep dive into it. It was just fun. Leave it at that. Question number 5 asks, what is a 5-star read? For me, one of my most recent ones was one of my first Westerns that I read for June on the Range, and this is Shaun. And this is by Jack Schaefer. It is a fast novel. It is a fun novel. It is well written. I never really read a Western before this, and I kind of really enjoyed it. And it turned me on to a little bit of cowboy. Why not, right? Life's too short. So yeah, really, really good. It says the unforgettable novel of a boy's love and a gunman's struggle to escape his past. Really, really good. If you're looking for something different, if you want a palate cleanser, if you want just a fast stat for the end of the year, go with Shaun. Prompt number 6 asks 6 short stories. So I am going to go with one of the newest books that I've received. And this is Weird Woods, Tales from the Haunted Forests of Britain. And this is edited by John Miller. And this is from the British Library Tales of the Weird. This collection is insane. If you are looking to get a little bit more spooky in your October, in your spooky season, there are so many different volumes in this series. If you are interested in weather, or if you are interested in fog, if you want horror stories about the ocean, bodies of water. I think one of my booktuber friends just had one. It's all about sound, what we hear. There's just a ton of them. You could just go online, Google. You can go to your Amazon. You can go to Book Depository, see who has them. But it is British Library Tales of the Weird. Fantastic selection for fall. And this one, like I said, is Weird Woods. So all of the stories have to do with the forests of Britain. And there are at least, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 12 short stories in here. So my plan is to knock one out a night before I go to sleep, which is very difficult because I fall asleep very, very easily at night. But I'm going to try my best. Question number 7, a 7 on the cover or the spine. I will tell you, I just scoured my shelves. I was just about to give up, and then I found this little gem. This I picked up at a library sale over the summer. This is Star Trek 7. This is adapted by James Blish. 6 superb stories from the prize-winning television series created by Gene Roddenberry. And there's a 7 on the back, there's a 7 on the cover, and there is a 7 on the spine as well. So this ticked the box. Question number 8. A book with 8 letters in the title. Piranesi. Had to scour a little bit, but I found it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Read this 2 years ago, I believe in January. This is a book of the month that came out, and I really, really enjoyed it. This is a fantasy. It's been around for quite a bit, but it's... In case you haven't heard about Piranesi, Piranesi's house is no ordinary building. Its rooms are infinite, corridors endless. Its walls are lined with thousands upon thousands of statues, each one different from all the others. Within the labyrinth of halls, an ocean is imprisoned. Waves thunder up staircases. Rooms are flooded in an instant. But Piranesi is not afraid. He understands the tides as he understands the pattern of the labyrinth itself. He lives to explore the house. There's one other person in the house, a man called the Other, who visits Piranesi twice a week and asks for help with research into a great and secret knowledge. But as Piranesi explores, evidence emerges of another person, and a terrible truth begins to unravel, revealing a world beyond the one Piranesi has always known. It was fantastic. If you're looking for a little bit of escapism, if you are into mazes and labyrinths and marble statues and walls of ocean, it is a really, really good escape. It's a fast read and it's a fun read. The next question is a book that ends with the page containing the number 9. This is going to take a while. Okay, so the first book I picked, only because I read it recently and I had a feeling that it ended in the number 9, and I'm using it and I don't care. This is Magnolia Parks. This was such a fun book. I will be doing a full review on this. I'm actually doing it with my book buddy, Michelle from Michelle's Melancholia. We did this together as two girls that don't really read romance. We decided to dive into this one, and it was a heck of a lot of fun. So we're going to do this weekend a review together, and then we're each going to be posting that review online and then adding some additional stuff of our own. So be on the lookout for that. And this book ended, I'm including it on page 499 with about the author. Last page of the book, 499. Check that box. All right. Last question. Here we go. 10 books in the series. A minimum of 10? Or just 10? Or more than 10? But one series I picked up a ton of books at a local library sale over the summer was the Longarm series by Tabor Evans. And the reason why I picked them up is because there's like 400 books in the series. And not only that, but I classify this as cowboy trash. Yeah, cowboy trash. Put a little trademark at the end of that. MJ called that one. So we have the story of Longarm. He's a marshal. He has different missions that he has to do, and he has lots of encounters with different people. And the thing that I like about this is that being a female reading these books, there's a little nuance of subtle feminism, and I like it. The women in the book actually are more of the aggressive type, if you will, than being, taken advantage of or something like that. And I appreciate that. I thought that when I read that, I was like, I like this a little bit better. So yeah, but definitely it is cowboy trash. There are over 300, possibly 400 books in the series. It's insane. So I have the first 4 in a box set. And then I picked up some random ones, and there's a crossover in there too. So I have those stashed in my trash pile from when I feel like picking up trash as a palate cleanser or anything else. So if you are interested in a little cowboy trash, check out Longarm book. Okay, and those are the prompts for this tag. So next, oh boy, who am I going to tag? Okay, I don't know who's done this or who hasn't. So, geez. Okay, let me think. I'm going to tag the channel Novel Opinions. I'm going to tag Michelle at Michelle's Melancholia. I'm going to tag, who else? I'm going to tag Gareth at Book Songs and Other Magic. And I'm going to tag Roy over at Yard of Random Books. So you all have been tagged. So if you can't do the tag, do the tag. If you are interested in doing this tag and I didn't call you out, just do the tag. Consider yourself tagged. There's no rules. Anybody could do a tag on any day of the week. Everyone, please take care of yourself. Make sure you are taking care of yourself so you can take care of others. We're heading into flu season. We're heading into yucky illness season. So just, take your vitamins, drink your water, get your sleep, eat well, all that good stuff, okay? Okay, everyone. So I will be seeing you sooner rather than later in my next video. So until next time, goodbye for now.